to the Thunderdome II. I'm your host, Koshade, and this is the Arcane Duels stream, and we're going to be showing you guys a awesome game. This is the first round of Master Mystery versus L Titan. On the forums, he's known as Fapostol, and this is going to be an awesome game. Let me just make sure they're all ready. You guys ready? And we just played an awesome game literally 5 minutes ago against Sharkbait versus Henry Ketchup. And that game was awesome. Amazing ending. Just had some crazy good stuff. Just had some crazy good, like, just solid, I guess, like, enchantments just flinging. Not, you know what? We saw some attack spells, but I don't think they really are the most important part of the game, which is probably one of the most fun things about it. Cool. Looks like MasterMystery is ready. As soon as L Titan says he's good, then we shall start this game. You don't have to take care of anything. I'll take care of you guys. It's all good. It's all good. And let's just see here. Are we going to get anybody else on this? And I thought Intangible might have been joining me, but it looks like he's not going to. Titan, you ready? And otherwise, this is just an awesome game. Hey, you want in, Intangible. Otherwise, I'm totally down with having him join. Alright. Probably not allowed. We were going to get him in, but you know what? He's actually a player in the tournament, so it's probably not a good idea. You know? But it looks like we're going to have Intangible maybe join us. So we're going to have Intangible here. Cool. Calling him up right now. And it looks like everyone's loading up the decks right now. And I'm giving Intangible a call, so he'll join us on the stream. And, hey?
What's up?
Intangible!
What's going on, man?
Not much. How you doing? Okay.
10 times better.
Yeah, I know. I heard you were awfully sick.
Oh, it was pretty bad, but I've been practicing, so here I am.
Alright, well, let's, if you want to join. I'm going to send you the password to get in this game if you want to join it, so you can watch from your computer. Otherwise, it looks like we have, in the left corner, actually, hang on one second. I'm pretty sure anyway, because I have no way of actually telling which player is which, because they both have the same amount of life, the same amount of channel.
Very quiet.
You quiet? Let me see if I can raise your volume up at all. Yeah, sorry, we actually... keep talking. I think you should be good now.
I'm talking. Can you
Cool.
hear me?
Should be good. Should be good now.
Can I just watch this from Octagon?
Yeah, I gave you the password if you want to get in. It looks like they're going to reset. Interesting. Ooh, this gives me a chance to actually find out which mage is which. Still really quiet? Alright. Let me see if I...
Why
Nathan,
am I so quiet?
are you any better now?
Am I any better now?
Maybe, maybe.
Maybe.
I've turned you up to max. I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm not speaking quietly here.
Rehost. We're gonna rehost. as I said, normally we just jump in and we do like a bunch of others, like we try to set it up beforehand, but this is just kind of a spur of the moment match that was just prompt on because Thunderdome is kind of just you pick your times and you join in, so it kind of works for everyone.
And they decided their time was immediately after the other one.
All right. Let me just secretly give these passwords over.
All right. Try. How do I sound now? I had some noise reduction thing on, so I cut down the noise reduction.
Oh yeah. And let me get you the password if you want to join.
I would love to do that.
Cool. Man, that last match was incredible. For anyone that watched, did you watch it at all? Did you get a chance to?
I'm super sad I missed out.
Dude, it was Sharkbait versus Henry Ketchup, and if you haven't watched it, feel free to watch it. It's probably on YouTube by now. Basically, there was a lot of enchantments, some attack spells, but attack spells didn't necessarily dictate the game. It was just a lot of like, I've got to really think about how I'm going to do this, and man, that round was so amazing. We've had a lot of good games in this Thunderdome so far, actually. I've actually turned Nathan all the way up, so I'm not really sure.
All right.
How else I can help?
Still not coming out very well. All right, then we're gonna try this. I have 0 noise cancellation on. Maybe that'll help.
You can hear
Maybe
everything.
You'll pick up my air conditioning. I don't know. Maybe you're gonna hear me eat this taco salad. Let's hope not.
Okay, so it looks like L Titan is red, not losing the initiative, but giving, or so, I don't know who won the initiative actually. But Mystery is going to be in the top left playing the Force Master, and it looks like L Titan is going to be playing the Wizard. Playing that Wizard, gotta love it. And this is going to be a very fun game to watch, I think. Okay, so
I'm in the match. All right.
Whoa! I think Nathan just needs to scream into his mic. Didn't we have the issue in that one time, that one stream? Yeah, we had that issue that one time in that one stream. It was good.
How do we fix it?
You just screamed. Just.
All right.
Okay, so it looks like the Force Master is going to start off. MasterMystery playing the Mana Flower, and they're both passing their quick cast, pretty standard stuff.
Interesting choice on Mana Flower versus Mana Crystal.
Yeah, you know, it's not it doesn't have the flame immunity and stuff. That's kind of an interesting idea.
It is kind of interesting. I'm wondering if it's just to throw things off because the Battle Forge has flame immunity, so you pick something else, the Mana Flower that didn't have flame immunity, just to throw things off and say, if you play something with flame, it's not going to do anything against my Battle Forge.
And L Titan playing the Battle Forge as well. We're going to see a double Battle Forge thing. So this could mean a lot of things, and we definitely know it means equipment. Loving where this match is going so far. Arrow, who won the last match? The last match was Sharkbait versus Henry Ketchup, and Shark barely took it on by using Deathlock. Deathlock basically won him the whole game, which Deathlock is awesome. I love that conjuration.
Oh, wow. I didn't actually know that. I'm glad he said that.
Basically, he cast a Deathlock, and there was a Stranglevine in the field, and the fact that that Stranglevine didn't gain life meant that Shark won the game. Because, and the reason why Shark won the game is because of Malek's Torment.
That's intense.
Right?
I don't think I've ever heard that before.
It's a really great watch.
Torment won me the game.
Like, 2 amazing players there, and it was just a fantastic end. Alright, so a Battleforge for a Wizard actually could mean a lot of things. It could just mean I'm going to go and turtle up I could also mean using a bow, which bows with Wizard's Towers are actually really fun. I'm actually curious to see what he's going to start out with his first piece of equipment. And
what kind of wizard is he playing?
I actually forget what he's playing right now.
Alright, well, I was gonna say that could actually indicate, because if he's playing a fire wizard, it could very well be Blasting Vanguard.
Yeah, it could be.
I mean, but there's a lot of options here, as the wizard generally tends to have at his disposal a lot of options.
Absolutely. Yeah, and honestly, when it comes to a Battleforge with a wizard, like any piece of equipment is like totally expected. Okay, well, let's see what happens here. So we're in deployment phase. Leather boots, awesome. Probably some of the most.
I was gonna say playing it safe.
Oh man, and the Psy Orb coming down. That could mean a lot of things. It could mean Force Hold, Force Crush. It could mean we could see an Invisible Stalker come out.
See that right there, that Psy Orb is kind of a tell as to what he's planning on doing with his Force Master, which could be detrimental this early in the game. Because, yeah, Force Hold, Force Crush, those could all be options. But it could also be Dancing Scimitar, Mind Control, things like that. Although I wouldn't expect a Mind Control against a Wizard that just threw down a Wizard's Tower.
Oh, and the aggressive Wizard's Tower! Using a Geyser on the Battleforge, this is becoming a really common thing. Just kill the Battleforge immediately, because that sometimes just cripples book. I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted here. I'm trying to set up the next match, actually.
Yeah, no problem.
And it looks like
looks like he's going to attack the Battleforge with a Geyser, only dealing 3 damage because of that armor. That's not going to be enough to take the Battleforge down. That's going to be half its health, which means he's going to need another one of those Geysers in order to take it down. He's got one more spell out of that Battleforge before it's probably going down next turn. Let's see how the Force Master responds.
And, this is going to be a big moment for Force Master. Can he come up with a way to destroy this Wizard's Tower before it can get another attack off? Although killing the Wizard's Tower with the Geyser on it is kind of like a sad thing. Oh man, ramping up that damage or that channel, that's really cool. And is this going to be Surging Wave? Yeah, there it is. Just going for the kill right away.
Taking the risk on a Surging Wave.
And it pays off. All right.
Well done.
Dealing the 5 damage out, killing that Battleforge. I'm sure this Force Master's thinking right now, okay, so I can't get more equipment. How am I going to kill you? Kind of interesting we didn't see that Psy Orb get used this game. Or this round.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised myself. So that just meant that he did a tell with the Psy Orb, and then he decided not to follow through with it. Not necessarily the best play, but at the same time, maybe he felt the aggression come on, and he decided to go against the original play of the Psy Orb build. Either that or it was a feint, which is... I don't know if I'd pay 7 mana for a feint, so I don't think that's the plan.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Mystery just thought, I'm going to get at least 2 turns with this Battleforge. Let's just get this out now and be done with it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I completely understand.
So this is a really scary part, I guess, for Mystery to be in, because is he going to use a wall to take care of this Wizard's Tower? Is he going to try to kill the Wizard's Tower itself? Either way, I can see a Force Field being a good option for the Force Master this round, because he's obviously going to take at least one hit from, if not the tower, probably from the Wizard.
Yeah, there's basically no avoiding that one attack unless he plays very, very riskily or cleverly right now. I don't know. He's also in a little bit of a spot because his one action supplying conjuration is down off the field, which puts El Titan at an advantage because he has his Wizard's Tower and the Battle Forge at his advantage. So even if Mystery does take out either the Wizard's Tower or the Battle Forge's turn, he still has to deal with one of the other conjurations.
And, you know, when it comes to the Wizard, dealing with going solo is extremely difficult to do. We've seen Jinx builds just dominate against solo builds. And if that's what happens in this game, it could be curtains for Mystery. Curtains! And, of course, Jinx is very available to the Wizard, so it wouldn't surprise me to see something like that come out as well. This is just a tough match that Mystery's, I feel like, is going to have to start looking uphill to start climbing.
Understandable. I mean, he does have the Hand of Imshala is pretty helpful in this scenario. If he throws down a Galvatar, if he does a series of different things, he actually can take advantage of that with the Hand of Imshala.
Yeah, that's very true.
Hopefully take down the Wizard's Tower.
Sometimes that extra melee can really add up too.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially over the series of different rounds.
Yeah, and you know, every round that Battle Forge is giving the Wizard more equipment is just sealing Mystery's fate right now. Because my badge is green. Yep, it's Titan's turn. Oh, okay. Well, it's still planning phase, so it's no biggie.
Oh yeah, you're fine. As long as you didn't pass.
Wait. Are these colors messed up? No. Let's
see, we're on round 3 now, right? So who went first?
Let's just check the log. Is the thing messed up?
It could be. This has happened before where it was every other turn.
That would be so ridiculous. Looks like MasterMystery, who's blue, decided for Titan to go first.
So green went first.
So it's green's turn, yeah.
It is green's turn. Alright. Solves that problem.
Okay, well, that's cool. Looks like there's some Jinx talk in the chat. If you haven't checked out how awesome Jinx spells can be, I would definitely recommend checking out who won the Gen Con 2015 tournament. It is a fun build to do, and against solo mages, it just wrecks them.
But you can personally ask Mr. Nick Tinko, who is currently
in the
talking
chat
about it
right now.
right now. Have any questions about it? Go for it. He's right there. The Jinx Master, if you will.
This game isn't over yet, but man, Mystery, I'm sure, is thinking, crap, how am I going to do this? Does he have a ballista, maybe? Maybe? Although these placements of these conjurations. And here comes out the gloves. And the Wizard getting more armor. More.
He's banking it. So we have that second Mana Flower throwdown by MasterMystery. And what's interesting about that is, you know, I've been working on that strategy document I was telling you about.
Yep.
And I can go ahead and divulge a little bit of information so far, and that I've broken the game down into like 4 phases. And the first phase is basically all about your mana gain and your action economy. It's, you know, your opening build. And then the second phase is once the 2 players have met and started dealing with each other's objects that they have placed on the field. So while the Wizard went after the Battle Forge, the Force Master responded by throwing down a Mana Flower. And I don't know if that was necessarily the correct play in that situation, because he was still worrying about gaining mana, while his opponent was already dealing with what he had cast.
And it looks like a Force Ring going down. Man, Mystery really wants to get that mana up. Really curious to see how this turns out.
Just going straight for the wizard.
I can't say I disagree with Mystery's choice just to try to kill the wizard.
At this point, he could see that he's already being outmaneuvered as far as conjuration, so taking the risk here is not necessarily a bad choice at all.
Yeah,
However,
yeah, I agree. Oh, unfortunately, rolling 2 damage on 2 armor, but he does get the days off, so that is a nice thing.
I'm gonna laugh really hard if El Titan has like a boulder or something in his hand going, ah. I guess
right.
he could just respond with Arcane Zap. So
Wizard's Tower, any of that stuff.
Yeah.
All right. And it looks like we're going to see a ballista go down, just kind of securing the battlefield, it looks like. Man, what a brutal thing to deal with right here.
Oh no. Oh no.
Ballista, Wizard's Tower, Battleforge, these 3 spells for the wizard just kind of make this zone just like perfect for him. The center zone where both the mages are.
Good placement on the conjurations
No
there too.
kidding.
Because if the Force Master goes to attack the tower or the ballista, it doesn't matter. One of the other can attack them.
And the wizard can still sit there and just be like, I'm going to still get equipment and attacking you.
Mm-hmm. Even if the Force Master moves up to attack that ballista, the Wizard's Tower can do like a jet stream, push the Force Master back, and then the ballista can shoot him. There really is no escape.
Oh, man. I guess what I'd love to see in here right now is maybe a Tanglevine or something. Just kind of forcing a Tanglevine, maybe Jinx, and just kind of force him to be like, now I gotta teleport to get out of this, but crap, I'm taking all this damage, and just that sort of thing. Also, the Tanglevine would really help mitigate that deflect that the Force Master has.
Absolutely. I think, too, the Force Master could run back to attack that Battleforge. It would be safe out of range of most anything that the wizard can do with this conjuration, so that's not a terrible play either. But this match is by no means over yet. Being a Force Master inherently gives him a defense to rely on.
Yeah, so at least deals with the ballista. So I guess the question is the ballista going to attack the mage or just attack conjurations? Which I'm guessing mage. I'm guessing El Titan's just going to try to wrap this whole thing up. I almost wonder if Mystery should maybe just go after this Battleforge down here and try to regroup.
Yeah, it's a viable strategy.
Oh no! And the enchantment goes down. This could be a lot of things.
Could be a Jinx, could be a Nullify, could be Enfeeble. It could be a lot of things.
Force Hold, it could be... It's probably a Jinx. And he is going to use a Wall of Thorns.
It's probably Rust.
And the Jinx goes down.
Oh, it is
okay.
right. So he tries to throw down a Wall of Thorns, but the Jinx goes down. The Wall of Thorns is brought back to his spellbook.
You know, I don't...
Then that gives just the full action.
I think Mystery might be... I think Mystery might be green. Even though it says that he's blue, because there is no red. I think I might be saying this the wrong way.
Huh.
Yeah, because Mystery is attacking the Boomshala. Oh man, okay. So
we've had to split it around this.
Yeah, it's because Mystery is blue in the chat, so I figured it was blue on this, but no, because I just realized that El Titan is red and there's green. So it's Mystery that's actually green this whole time. So Mystery, you're in a great spot. Oh man.
We're sorry, guys. Wow.
And here comes the Flame Blast, getting 2 damage and a burn.
Well done.
I think that's why Mystery was confused with Initiative, because he was also looking at that color, and he's like, wait a minute, what does this mean? You know what I mean? Okay. Looks like Mystery's going to enchant himself. He's probably just giving himself certain buffs that he needs. And he had the daze, probably didn't want to risk it. Dude, love the Flame Blast. That is perfect. And the Ballista taking out the Hannibimshala in one round, that is brutal. And it looks like we have an Invisible Stalker coming out. Um, I mean,
Not a bad choice at all
it's
at the moment,
I
actually.
mean, the upkeep is basically free because of Psyorb, and it helps him get the extra action out, and he knows there's going to be more Jinxes.
Absolutely. So if you get Jinx, your best response, besides make sure you can't get Jinx, which is hard, your best response is actually to throw out things that are going to give you more actions.
Yeah, absolutely. Because Jinx only counters quick casts. So if you have full actions, that is your time.
An actual nasty build is to play a Holy Mage and Jinx the opponent, and then throw Divine Intervention on them. That way, when they inevitably save mana from being Jinxed, they go, all right, well, I'm going to cast a big creature.
That is brutal. Divine Intervention, of course, interrupts the spell being cast, so you lose the mana, but you can't target the zone anymore, and therefore it is countered. It's a fun little trick that the Holy Mages have.
And that trick was actually posted by Arcane Wonders on their front page a little while ago.
Was it really?
Yeah, by a little while, I mean probably about a year ago.
So L-Titan's in the tough spot, and Mystery, man, and the Force Master staying in the zone to cast his creature still put him in that big attack zone kind of like triangle that that Mystery wants Titan to be in. And I'm guessing we're going to see more Jinxes, and we're probably just going to see the Wizard just kind of keep getting maybe small bits of armor, and probably just start just like Arcane zapping and just trying to kill the Force Master as quick as possible.
I can see that.
Sharky. In response to Jinx only affecting quick casts, full actions also don't get rid of Jinx. Yeah, that's true. But the idea is that you're at least going to get that spell off, and you'll know for sure. I don't know. It's just, and it's useful to know that, I guess. All right, and we're moving on to deployment phase. Let's see what the Wizard brings out. Mystery bringing out the chitin armor. Good choice. Or as I used to call it when I was a kid, chitin.
Chitin armor.
Chitin armor. If I remember right, chitin armor is made out of bugs.
Bug shells.
Bug shells.
You know, chitin is like one of the most unique things on this earth.
I know, right?
Like everything.
Yeah.
Right, so we see a Force Hammer come out. All right. Oh, target
And he's
the mage to the object.
I'm guessing he's
Target the mage to the object.
yeah, if you just hold shift, left click, and then hit that Wizard's Tower, it's a lot easier. It's all auto. Okay, so it looks like it's going to take 4 damage, and that puts it in a decent range for the Invisible Stalker to maybe kill it.
It's possible. I mean, it has a less than statistical chance, but only by about a die and a half.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
you kind of have to hope for those crits.
Yeah.
Which, to kill a Wizard's Tower, you do kill both the tower and the spell attached to it, so that is kind of nice.
The unfortunate part is by not killing it, that Wizard's Tower is going to probably get to go before he can really do much about it, because if he activates the Invisible Stalker now, he'll just get blown apart by the Arcane Zap of the Wizard. Oh, going in there and doing it himself.
It is Mysteries.
Yep.
action.
Oh wait, is it? Looks like El Titan is moving in.
Maybe passed. Let's see if Mystery's going to allow it, because I didn't see a pass. Nope. Okay, well, maybe he did pass. Okay, cool.
Oh wow. What a punch.
Just bam!
Bam!
Taking out that Wizard's Tower. You know, that Force Hammer was probably worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. I
And
would say immediately taking out that tower. We know that there's. I wouldn't see why the wizard would have another tower in his arsenal in his hand at the moment. So it's unlikely he'll deal with it for another round. Third enchantment on a wizard.
that Wizard, man, he's banking up a lot of stuff. Let's see what he's going to do. So right now it is Mystery's turn. Let's see. Or I'm sorry, Titan's turn. He has this Invisible Stalker to do something. Let's see what that is.
If I were him, I'd probably move in and go for that ballista.
Yeah, killing these Conjuration is probably a good idea. You know, if he does manage to kill this Ballista before he gets another shot off, then he's in a good spot.
Visible Stalker is always a scary choice against a wizard because of its innate ability to arcane zap.
Oh,
It just
man.
makes it dangerous.
And
I
it looks like
wouldn't doubt it if he threw a Hawkeye on. Oh,
looks like El Titan was thinking that, yeah, I'm kind of afraid of Arcane Zap. I'm not even going to bother to go and attack anything with it.
that is a wasted action on the Visible Stalker's front, though.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that, but at the same time, ugh,
It's like
you know.
once you've already made the choice, you kind
Yeah,
of got to go with it.
maybe what El Titan's thinking is I can dodge the Ballista, so that's fine. And as the wizard brings out more Wizard's Towers, I'm gonna try to kill those things. So that's actually what I'd be thinking right now if I was El Titan, is there another Wizard's Tower about to happen? And if I was Mystery, I would actually think, should I bring out another Wizard's Tower? We see probably another enchantment, probably another Jinx on the Force Master. So if he does bring out that Wizard's Tower, he's not really going to be able to Force Hammer it. Unless he spends both of his actions.
Judging a little bit from the chat here, I agree. I'm actually very impressed with El Titan's ability to come back in a scenario. We felt that all was lost, and he has proven to have a good amount of fight, and with a couple more good moves, he really could turn this around. Although we're expecting another Jinx on the Force Master right there.
Jinx could do a lot here. You know, I'm really curious why that Invisible Stalker didn't attack ultimately. Like, was it because of the Arcane Zap, or was he afraid that that Quick Cast was going to be like lightning? I don't know, something that's going to kill him in one round.
Yeah. I mean, at this rate, the Force Master could just sit back and not use his Quick Cast the whole time, just as a threat for the Invisible Stalker to never be revealed.
That's so true, right? I mean, Titan does have 23 mana right now, so he can do a lot with that.
That would be pretty cool. Just to see a bunch of like large creatures come down slowly over time.
Just Bear comes out. Okay, and it looks like we're going to move on to no deployment coming out for that Battle Forge. Probably because Mystery has 18 mana, and he's going to have a Wizard's Tower, I'm guessing. Ooh, interesting. So he's
Deal.
Just want to make sure Mystery's paying attention by saying reveal. Cool.
All right.
And, you know, as I've always said with Force Master, you always tend to have a lot of extra mana, and I think we've joked about in Arcane Duels of just running a Drama Lake. Just because.
Just yeah, absolutely. You're like, this is my contingency at Dramalek. Like,
okay, cool. So we know that's not a Jinx. Ooh, and the Devouring Jelly come out. Wonderful play. That is a scary card to deal with. The resilient nature and the fact that it can heal are two combos that are very fun.
So the Force Master is holding a push in its hand right now. The question is Devouring Jelly or Wizard? Can Ballista target the wall? It can.
Yes.
By
Yes,
technicality, it can. Some people disagree, but
yeah, it can. There is a ruling.
there was a ruling. Good.
Yeah.
It's ranged 1 to 2. Ruling for being able to shoot a wall states that if you can target a wall, or I'm sorry, if you have range to a wall or to a zone that the wall is bordering, you can shoot it.
If Mystery wants to allow a change, I will totally allow it because El Titan may not have actually understood that. And the fact that Mystery's like, you can do it, I'm okay with that too.
I mean, ultimately, it's still a good choice because it does prevent the ballista from being able to shoot his creatures.
It buys a round, which, I mean,
Essentially.
that basically buys 2 rounds if you want to look at it, because the ballista takes 2 rounds to load. Yeah, I don't know if I necessarily agree that it should be able to shoot the wall, but, you know, that's just what they ruled on. There was actually a huge forum post, and in the end, Aaron was like, yep, we're ruling it, it's that. And he said he's going to put it in the next, like, update.
I mean, logically, it makes sense. Why would it not be able to shoot the wall?
Right.
That's the other question I had. Akira's hammer is not able to shoot the wall right in front of it.
That's right.
So what is it able to shoot then? What happens to the boulder that it launches?
It just disappears.
Alright. El Titan just dealing 2 damage to the wizard. I'm sorry, 1 damage, 1 critical.
Man, that 4 armor stacking is really dangerous if you don't have those acid balls out. Or rest or things like that. Because
the wizard. I was gonna say the wizard just holding its quick action right now, just to make sure the invisible stock does or does not move.
That is a really smart move for Mystery. And he's gonna double move. Ooh, putting him in a position, and we can't see a wizard's tower come out here. So let's see what he has for a final quick.
It only loses the invisible trait when it attacks.
That's right. So the only way you can actually hurt it is to have area attack spells when it's invisible.
By the way, in case we didn't establish earlier, this is a water wizard.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sharky's saying you should bring out Sardonyx if you're a Force Master. That would be mean. On the Force Master. It looks like he's going to pay one mana to use Arcane Zap, and the Force Master is going to pay 1 mana to dodge, and he does successfully dodge. Awesome.
The use of their minor abilities.
Yep. No damage going through. Cool. Yeah, it should auto tell you to use your defense. Not sure why. Interesting.
That is strange. Yeah, it should give you the option.
And it said that it did, because it says Force Master uses Deflect. I don't know why it actually rolled attack for him. That's kind of weird. Huh. Okay. And we're got kind of an interesting standoff here. On the one side, we have a Devouring Jelly that can probably be dodged by the Force Master each round. And we have a Ballista that's waiting to be loaded, and we have down here Invisible Stalker like, I need to get rid of your equipment. I suppose what I'd like to see out of the Force Master right now is either dissolve the chitin and use some acid balls to weaken up this armor here, or get some rust on and dissolve the chitin. Either way, I think keeping the chitin on and using acid ball is the wrong choice here.
Yeah, I can see that. I think right now, not worrying about the chitin, I think that his response should be Force Orb, because inevitably that wizard's probably going to knock him down so the Devouring Jelly can't attack him.
Mm-hmm.
Force Orb will help, or Force Sword rather, and then a Grizzly Bear. That would be
Out of the Force Master?
Yeah, that's my response.
I would love a Grizzly. Grizzly would be so fun. I mean, he has 30 mana, so he could feasibly do it. I'm really curious to see what Titan's going to do with this mana. Like, very, very curious. And so I guess one of the big questions right now is there going to be Wizard's Tower this round? With 15 mana left? I'm also curious to see what all these enchantments are going to do. Because it would be kind of funny just to see a wizard just be like, Lion, Savagery, Bear Strength, Cheetah Speed, etc. Not that I've ever seen that, because I've never seen that before, but it would be funny.
Be a little ridiculous.
Shark says Grizzly plus Rouse. Right now. It could be Shark. You never know. See the Mage one come out.
Uh-oh.
Teleport?
Could be.
Knockdown?
Knockdown's not a bad choice. Yeah, I'm actually surprised I haven't seen a second Wizard's Tower down. I wonder if he doesn't have one in the build, or if he's just decided it doesn't matter.
You know, Mystery is a really strong player. I can imagine him not thinking he needs it right now because of that jelly.
I can see that.
Because the jelly and the ballista.
Yeah, I mean, he has plenty of actions as it is already. Doesn't really need them. Some armor, some protection on El Titan's response. Mystery is a really strong player. I'm really glad that he actually ended up joining into the tournament.
Yeah, me too. When he joined up, I was like, we're going to have a strong player join this. He spent a long time, I know, like thinking about the wizard. Because I've seen some of his posts, and he has a lot of insight.
Do we see a dissolve coming down on the Psyorb?
It's worth a mana.
Every turn paying upkeep for the invisible stalker that he's not actually getting to fully utilize because he's afraid.
Yeah, I was going to say, he hasn't had one attack yet. Oh.
Change his mind?
Oh, okay, he does change his mind. Interesting. You know, I don't know if I agree with this Dragon Scale, actually, because I feel like having a creature down that can corrode you and a ballista that has piercing 3 may not actually help you.
Yeah, it's fair. I just realized something funny. What if that wasn't a dissolve in his hand and he was just pointing at it? He points at it and then he points another one at an enchantment, like as if it's a dispel, and is like, nah, never mind.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Like 2 hurl.
Yeah, right. That would be so funny.
El Titan has a question.
Daze is psychic. Yes. Yes, it is. Can it go on a jelly, I think is what he's going to ask.
Daze is actually not psychic.
Yeah, it's not. It looks like it's psychic, but it's actually described as you're just disoriented and blinded.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of creatures make it seem like it's psychic, I guess. So you can use it against like skeletons and stuff like that.
Can be applied. Yes, it can be applied to non-living. Disoriented, off balance, however you want to put it, Daze does make sense. That means that sleep is the only psychic condition in the game right now?
Yeah, I believe you're right. Yeah. It's kind of weird because I think a lot of people think Daze is psychic because it has that look. Like, it looks like it's a psychic, like, token. And also, all the psychic attack spells, like, can inflict Daze in some sort of weird way.
Yeah.
Either by slam or by just punching.
Punching them. Their argument about a lot of creatures are non-psychic. That still has a lot of benefit because there are still a lot of psychic cards out there.
Oh yeah.
I guess not a lot, but there are a decent amount of psychic cards that are big enough to where the resistance to psychic is important.
The ability to have a creature put to sleep is really good to know. Because that could destroy a lot of the arsenal that the Force Master brings. Not a lot, just some.
Just enough that it could matter. So the Force Master, El Titan, throwing another Invisible Fist at our wizard.
Doing 3 damage, very nice.
Good attack.
I feel like this is going to be a long battle if he only has Invisible Fists to fight him. Really hoping to see some sort of Acid Ball or something.
So I guess the ultimate question is, what is his plan after he destroys this Battleforge down here?
I also don't know if I agree with him moving to the right, because I feel like that puts the wizard in range of the Invisible Stalker with Arcane Zap.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. If he had moved back, he might have actually solidified a safety net.
Kind of kill him and stuff. Well, he is going to dissolve
Now
it.
he's going to
All right.
dissolve. That's fair. No, it was actually a really good idea to hold off on the dissolve until the end of the round, just in case he casts another piece of equipment.
Yeah, that's very true.
More important.
Because it doesn't actually affect you at all until upkeep, so that. Alright, so the big question, will the Invisible Stalker take its action? Yes, he's going to just go for it. Okay, cool. We're going to start seeing some damage come out of him, which is really nice. Phantom Talons. Rolling 2 normal, brutal, and now he is visible.
Oh, that is harsh.
That is harsh. And so did Mystery pack in a Force Push? Or Teleport? For the
I
jelly.
don't know what is on that mage one there. Oh, there's a Hawkeye.
Hawkeye.
Oh, here it comes.
Ooh.
He's been preparing. He's been holding this spell on him this whole time, ready for this.
Arcane Zap. Arcane Zap, of course.
Zap for 4.
Arcane Zap, of course, being ethereal, just goes right through Invisible Stalker. Dealing 5 damage. Man, that is brutal to take. The minute he brings him out, just 5 damage. Oh, man.
Yeah. He was waiting on it. He was waiting on it. That is pretty harsh, but at least the Invisible Stalker will be around for one more round.
Yeah.
He's going to move the Devouring Jelly over here. As long as the Force Master keeps moving and the Wizard doesn't pull any Force Push or Teleport shenanigans, he'll be safe from the Devouring Jelly. But, you know, eventually he's going to pull one of those shenanigans, so.
Man, I am really curious to see what El Titan has in his arsenal to deal with all this armor, because that armor is really hurting him a lot.
Absolutely. A couple Acid Balls would be helpful. I mean, the Chitin armor is dangerous, so you're right. Your previous statement of Dissolve plus Acid Ball is absolutely necessary. And with all the mana he has at his disposal.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, looking at 32 mana, you can pretty much cast what you want. I'm kind of curious to see what this enchantment is on the Force Master. I wonder if it's actually a decoy, and it was trying to get him to, like, not cast a quick spell.
I could see it. Thinking that he was gonna pull a Jinx on him.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
And it causes him to be like, well, I don't want to cast a spell now. Crap, you know?
It could be a Nullify in case of a heal, or in case of, I don't know, something.
A Nullify is probably most likely. That sounds like definitely something Mystery would do, too.
Well, I'll be back after these commercial breaks, and I plugged my laptop in because I forgot to charge it like a noob.
It's okay.
So, Koshade, pretend to be a commercial while I'm gone.
Do you like planning phases in Mage Wars? Well, instead of watching this one, plan your own phase with this Mage Wand. Couple it with your Battleforge, and you can cast this Mage Wand anywhere you want, at any time. Alright, moving on to deployment. Looks like there is going to be nothing coming out of this Battleforge. And I'm thinking right now, just on this Mage Wand, it's probably a teleport. He probably just wants to move this Devouring Jelly to be able to do damage all the time. And if that Stalker shows itself, he'll just go, alright, you showed yourself? Bam! Mage Wand sells for 5 mana.
And I'm back.
Hey!
I didn't hear the whole thing, but I heard something about planning phases. That was good.
I tried.
What was it a commercial for?
Mage once.
Mage ones. Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, Sharky wants to know how much it is. It's 5 mana. You
For
could
an
send.
easy 5 mana.
Oh, looks like Titan does get the deflect off, so it's not going to actually roll damage. Looks like he's. Okay, when it attacks you, it actually gives you a prompt to roll it. I don't know if it's working or not, because it seems like every time the Bloast attacks him, it's not automating it. So I wonder if he's like not accepting it or something. I don't know. Oh, there it is. Force Master uses deflect. Wow. You could send mana via your magic bird, whether it's an owl or a falcon. Okay, well, it looks like the jelly's going to attack the Force Master. And no corrode. That's nice. So he's only going to take 1 damage. Digging that.
All right. That was a good turn. Or for L Titan.
Sharky, you're a warlock. You're looking for the mage wand. Do you accept bats? I only accept bats if they have a 6-up rot, because I know what kind of bats you try to peddle, but that's not acceptable.
Looks like we got to go Sheriff of Nottingham on this.
All right. Oh, and
actually, if you know anything about RPG Sharky, it's that we'll only accept 2 bats per wand, because when you sell things back, they're only worth half the amount that they're normally worth. And since bats are worth 5 mana, it's 2.5 mana. It's gonna take 2 bats, man. That's what I'm gonna say.
only super bats. No, I like to call them gold bats. Actually, you can send those. And it looks so. It looks like Titan uses a nullify to get rid of the nullify on Master, and then dissolves the Mage Wand. And there was a teleport on that Mage Wand. And here comes the Wizard's Tower.
Oh, we were right. MasterMystery just didn't feel the need to cast it before, and now that he's having some of his stuff destroyed, feels the need to put it back out.
And here comes the Hurl Rock against the Force Master. The deflect has already been used, so it has 2 armor. And if he gets that daze off, that could be bad. Let's see, Shark. My character's score bonus is too low. Yeah, I mean, well, you're dealing with the merchants here.
Apparently, me and you are shady underground merchants.
Go bats for mage ones. And it looks like he's going to roll 4 damage and get the daze off on the Force Master. Brutal.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Alright, switching gears to the Invisible Stalker, going to move back to space.
Oh, and not going to attack with it because, man, Mystery has 1 mana left, and that 1 mana is enough just to make it be like, I could just kill your Invisible Stalker here. Yeah.
Right now.
So instead he's just
full advantage.
Instead he's just going to Arcane Zap on the Force Master.
Yeah,
nice move. Nice move.
He's really taken advantage of the fact that El Titan's used his deflect by now and just pummeling him with attack after attack. He's going to deal 2 damage on that.
You know what? He's just chipping him down. All this damage is just chipping away his life, and it's just going to be one of those like brutal matches for Titan to come back from.
Does he still have the daze on him?
Or yes, he does. Yeah, no, he has it. He got it after he moved.
All right, that's actually really important because if he makes any quick cast right now, quick cast attacks on the Force Master, he's a -2 to that defense.
That is brutal, and of course it is the Wizards. It is Mystery's turn, I believe. So we are probably going to see that Wizard's Tower just go first. Just right away, just be like, all right, you're dazed, boom. Or I guess we could see it after so we can get another daze. I don't know. I would prefer, I guess, to see some more chipping damage happen here, because only having 12 mana, if you include the Wizard's Tower, is not enough to really finish off the Force Master.
Absolutely. A well-placed Force Push right here would be absolutely detrimental because it would allow the Devouring Jelly and the Ballista. Ballista only has one low token on it, so it would allow the Devouring Jelly to be able to attack this turn.
Yeah, I would love that. That Devouring Jelly taking care of this armor would be perfect for him.
Absolutely.
And
Surging Wave on Wizard's Tower right now is pretty strong too.
Yeah, man, that people are saying the days is huge. Yeah, the -2 to your defense is so important against the Force Master.
I guess Acid Ball on Wizard's Tower would also only make sense. kind of didn't think about that initially. Start up with an Acid Ball, knock the armor off, and just continue away with the pummeling.
I guess I could see him trying to kill this Wizard's Tower again. I think that might be one of his only ways, because at this point, I don't think going for the Wizard is going to be what wins you the game. Hanma, 6 p.m. EST tomorrow, so that would be 5 p.m. Chicago time, I believe, for your match. That sounds good to me, but I believe Charmina, or I'm sorry, I believe Schwingard is hosting your match, so you might want to make sure with him, because you're technically in Europe. But I don't mind being there if he can't be there, because it might be late for him.
Yeah, that's
Or Charmina, Schwinn, yeah.
That would be, let's see, 7 hours ahead of us if we're at 5. That'd be 2 in the morning for him.
So I don't mind being there too, but it looks like Schwingard's saying yes. Okay, cool. Alright, we're not seeing anything come out of the Battleforge. That's not surprising at all. I'm guessing he's using his mana just to deal damage now, whether it be through teleporting this Devouring Jelly or Wizard's Tower and attack spell.
He might just be using the Battleforge at this point just to swap out armor, just in case you get Acid Balls.
But yeah, if you do it 6 p.m. tomorrow, it'll be 5 o'clock Chicago time, and I will be there. I'll make sure and post it on the forums too. Let me just get a notepad out and record this out. Cool. All right, and the Force Crush going down on the Wizard. Ooh. This feels like one of those plays where it's like, I just don't want... I think I can probably win if I just like hold you down and you can't deal with it. That might be a strategy.
And knowing that he doesn't have a Nullify on because he dealt with it last round was a pretty smart call. That Force Crush is maybe one of his best bets because right now he just doesn't have he has too much armor on. So El Titan's only chance really hurting him is through direct damage.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. Whether it be fire or something like that. It looks like maybe El Titan's going to be regrouping back here. Maybe if he has more creatures, we'll see that. But him retreating means this match may get reset and may give Titan that chance, because he has 37 mana right now to make a comeback. 37 mana on the Force Master. Man, you can cast whatever you want.
Yeah, man, that's like an Andromeda and a half.
Schwenga, you're the grill master for your barbecue tomorrow. That's awesome.
Schwenga just having all the responsibilities of the fun stuff.
No kidding, Schwen. Sometime when you come out here, you have to grill. For us.
He's the grill master.
He's the grill master. Yeah.
He truly is David
What
Hasselhoff.
what kind of spells would the grill master have? Because I'm assuming you're some sort of mage here. You know. I guess in some sort of fire.
Flame Blast.
Flame Blast?
Flame Blast, Battleforge. And that's it. So which half of Drumelec? Probably the one with sweeping and the armor, but no health or flying.
Right. You know, I always thought it was kind of weird that you could make a Dromlek into a, I think you can anyway, a zombie, because I think it's not epic, but you can do legendary. So you
Yeah,
have like
you can.
you have a flying zombie, which is like one of the most frightening things ever.
I had some of the most ridiculous ideas for builds, being where like, of course, involving the sacrificial altar because I love it. Just like attacking with a Dromlek, and when they're about to deal with it, you sacrifice them, rise again, get the bonuses, attack them, and then like when a Dromlek comes back out, you attack with them again, then sacrifice them.
Yes, just be like, I don't care about him. Just give me these bonuses. I mean, if Dromlek is about to die, sacrificial altar on him is probably a good bet.
Yeah, man. Why let them kill them when you can kill them?
Yeah, right? Don't give him that satisfaction. Oh, and Hugin coming out.
Hugin.
Okay, so it looks like the Wizard's going to ramp up a little more. The question is, does Mystery have more creatures in his book?
That is an appropriate response from the Wizard. Well, if you're going to be 3 spaces away, I'm going to cast something that can
And
cast
the
range 2
Thought
spells.
Spore going down. Ooh,
Right.
digging
Battle of
this.
Failures.
And the Wizard has already used his main action, so we're not going to see a teleport come out this round.
Man, that is something. I wonder what he bounds with the Thought Spore, because if it's something like Flame Blast, Hugin is going down.
Going down. Hammer, you're
Alright.
saying in 27.5 hours from now is your match. Okay, yeah, so it's cool.
Alright, Bully's still only dealing 3 damage to the Mana Flower, which for something that
Oh,
regenerates,
wow.
barely gonna do
Yeah.
anything.
If it doesn't one-shot it, that is a brutal thing to look at.
Hey.
You know, Tinko, or Hanma and Dre, if you want to just do your match after this one, since you're both here, we could just do that. If you guys want. Just putting it out there, you know. Ooh, and the heal goes down. I think this is the right choice for Titan to make, is to retreat, regroup, and try to gain your power again.
Absolutely. At the same time, while gaining distance from all of the Wizard's threats.
All these conjurations are useless now. I mean, I guess the Ballista against the flower, but... Okay, no problem. I offer to say, yeah, you can play now, but they're not going to. Alright, and the Dispel comes off. There goes the Force Crush.
Well, I mean, I don't know about Schwenk, but I think both me and you are available tomorrow, basically at any time.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that works for me. Driftman, you're at work. You're crazy. Watching this at work. I'm kidding.
Yeah, we totally wouldn't do that.
Ever. I don't know why it switched off, but it did. So here you go. Sorry, stream.
What'd you do?
Sorry about that. Should be back on. Sometimes OBS is a little odd. I've actually been thinking about getting different software.
Oh no. Not the famous OBS.
It's a free software because you know, if we get other software, we can stream on Twitch and YouTube and stuff. So it'll be fun to do. Which, if anybody's watching, just so you guys know, we tend to stream Mage Wars games a lot of the weekdays at like 8:30 at night Chicago time. So if you guys want to join us in the stream and play, then you're more than welcome to.
We also have some exciting developments coming up between us and Arcane Wonders.
Oh yeah, that stuff. That'll be fun.
Oh yeah, that stuff. It's gonna be good.
So the thing about Hugin is he has a 6-up infinite dodge, which is really good, but his health is really low. So if you manage to just get some sort of unavoidable on him, you can usually kill him, is what I've been finding.
Yeah, that's usually why he's paired with like Ethereum Life Tree.
Yeah,
or a number of other spells, but of course, Gator Toughness. That's the ultimate card, in my opinion, for Hugin.
Okay. I'm just gonna mute this while I drink some water.
Why can't they hear? Oh.
All right.
And Nick, no, we cannot tell you about it yet.
Devouring Jelly advancing. Did he move? No, he moved one. Okay, cool.
I don't know. If I were El Titan, I think I would throw another Thought Spore down.
I think if he has the other Thought Spore, he definitely should run it. I would take Thought Spore.
It's basically now or never.
Yeah. I'm really curious to see what he put on the Invisible Stalker, because it can imply a lot of stuff. Ooh, and he looks like the wizard's just going to say, nope, I'm going to kill it right now. With...
He's taking the risk. What is he going to do here?
Arcane Zap!
Oh, alright, well.
Dealing 6 damage!
Oh, man.
Whoa.
On the brink of death.
Very nice.
If Hugin moves over and force pushes the Thought Spore into the wall, it's cursed.
Just brain matter
Squishes
exploding.
It the wall.
I actually learned the other day that mind spells aren't like how Arcane comes, where it doesn't come from Voltari. It comes from, what is it, the unnamed one or something like that?
The nameless.
The nameless one, that's right. Kind of cool. That's why all the Force guys are kind of weird looking in their own way. Ooh, getting in range of the Wizard's Tower. Interesting.
Oh, so he casts a Sniper Shot. So its attack is unvoidable, and then he's going to follow it up with what from the Thought Spore?
The Force Hammer.
Force Hammer.
I mean,
even with Sniper Shot, that's like that's 1 point more than Hugin costs.
Right? You know, he actually set this up right. If he doesn't kill Hugin, which he just did, then that Wizard's Tower does get a chance to kill the Thought Spore. But according to this now, he's going to be able to move this Thought Spore and get out of range of both the Ballista and the Wizard's Tower.
And he'll have initiative next round. That gives him a little bit of a higher chance of getting to use the Thought Spore again.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is risky, though, because this is almost forcing him into a trade, and when you're behind like this, like El Titan is, you don't want to put yourself in a trading position. You want to get on top.
You know, I would love to see right now a blur in Titan's quick cast phase to blur the Thought Spore, forcing the wizard to have to move closer. And then I guess you could just Force Hammer all the conjurations, but that's going to take some time. I like the idea of Force Hammer because the Force Master literally has so much mana, he doesn't care. He has...
Sorry, I had to ban Sharkbait from the stream forever because he threatened to replace me.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Yeah, Shuck's been saying on the stream, like, you know, Intangible's not here. Maybe I'll just be in his place.
Does he have a face? On our face?
He doesn't even have a face. Oh man. Even Puddin has a face.
Even Puddin has a face.
No body, but a face. It's not the rest. It already has. We should probably get Shark a face though sometime because he's on the stream like every day.
You know, also, I don't know, maybe he can replace me if he can ever beat me.
Oh! Ooh, a challenge!
It should be noted that I don't like talking smack, but when it comes to Sharkbait, you just have to breed him down as much as you can.
Exactly. That's so true. Schwingut joining would be awesome. Schwingut, we play when you're asleep. maybe on the weekends, but you know.
It's actually really funny that we have this delay on the stream right now because it allows me to talk as much smack about Dark Bait as I want, and he can't respond in time.
Right. So it looks like the regrowth build is coming out against the wizard. That was a really smart choice because if this is going to go longer, might as well play for that. And the initiative is on. Ooh, and Nullify goes off, getting rid of that enchantment. Okay, so that's going to solidify the chance for a blur more? Maybe?
Oh, it was a jinx. Okay, so that's one jinx gone. Jinx
Null
for nullify.
Nullify?
That's perfect.
Alright, yeah. Shark, good thing I can move burns at the end of my action phase. Oh! It's towards you. I may be 20 seconds behind, but you have to comment on the game eventually. Yes, Hugin did die. What happened was a Force Hammer with Sniper Shot came on, and then Force Hammered Hugin to death. And a Sniper Shot makes it unavoidable, so the Hugin didn't even get a chance to dodge.
It was familiar versus familiar. Thoughtspore versus
No
Hugin.
kidding. Which I personally like Thoughtspore better more than Hugin, but that's because the First Master needs better things. And it looks like the Ballista is going to take out the Thoughtspore. You know, that's pretty sad, but okay.
We're always sad to see a Thoughtspore go, unless it's against us, and then we're always mad.
I
think
agree.
Thoughtspore is consistently known as like a creature we wish was better.
Yeah, I wish it just had one armor. Like that
Ooh,
would make
Organ
it so
Archer.
fun. This is the I like to call it Wizard's Tower Light, but it's really just awesome.
Yeah, pretty much. So we have a Gorgon Archer on the Wizard side.
Oh, a
And
second
another
Thoughtspore. Loving it. Would have loved to have seen this last round, but you know, the Sniper Shot was probably better option. Man, Titan is really playing hard here. I don't like it.
Does not want to give up, and for good reason.
Yeah. So
but
what I would
he's going to run out of spaces to escape to.
what I would like to see, yeah, I know, right? What I would like to see Titan do is just move up to the top left corner and just focus on the Ballista and then start moving in on the Wizard's Tower more and try to just kind of change and just move around it. Granted, that Gorgon Archer is going to cause some problems, but ooh, taking advantage of the Invisible Stalker, digging it.
Has no quick cast left. Well done. Let's see what the attack rolls.
Just get a free 5 damage.
Oh,
that's
awesome.
gonna negate
Good.
that regrowth build for a little while.
That was well worth the risk. Although that's disappointing. It didn't go down on Devouring Jelly. 5 critical damage on that jelly would have been awesome.
Oh man, that would have been sweet. Especially since the Devouring Jelly can't really eat anything right now. I guess the Force Master, but was angry for having done nothing all game. It's awesome. You know, Deathlock is slowly becoming my favorite conjuration in this game. It changes how you play a lot, and I think actually Deathlock against this wizard would be really nice right now.
I think it's funny how mine and your favorite conjurations are both dark conjurations. Deathlock and Sacrificial Altar.
Sacrificial Altar, that card.
It's my favorite right now. It will certainly change.
I mean,
I'll get over it eventually.
No, I'm not saying it's bad to have that as your favorite, but I don't think it's the best card, but it's fun. That's okay. My favorite creature right now is the Syrian Cleric. Love me some clerics. So what do you think is on this Thoughtspore?
Well, honestly, at this point, I'm trying to mold through the options and decide what would be better. And I don't know. It's just hard to make a choice here. I don't know, if I were him, I'd probably go with either something fire-based or I don't know, maybe a boulder or something like that. Something with enough damage that will actually be substantial. Perhaps even another Force Hammer. A little bit of conversation on the chat right now. Looks like a little bit of Wizards smack talk here. What's up?
Had to go wait
No.
for a second.
I realized you were gone, so I kept talking. Alright, so we see a jet stream being shot at the dot spore. So he's planning on just hitting it and throwing it to the wall. With no armor, that's very
Ooh, and he gets a daze off. Oh,
that is harsh.
dude.
3 damage,
Thought
daze, and push.
spores are brutal when they take damage, and one of the things I'm really excited for with Academy coming out is Gator Toughness. And he's gonna do 4 damage, killing it. No, that probably speaks death for Titan.
This reminds me of the very first Majors tournament that was still in apprentice mode. And there's one guy who's just laughing and laughing because he was playing a wizard against some guy's warlock build, and the warlock build threw down a Dramalek, and he just put a jet stream on his wand and just jet streamed Dramalek over and over again. And
That's
it was
so
hilarious.
Fun. That's so fun, man.
And this was before like Acid Ball or any way to really deal with armor on creatures. So imagine if he had Acid Ball on, he would just pulverize a Dramalek.
Oh man, that would be hilarious. Because that's like one of the few ways you can actually deal with him.
Yeah, Jetstream is I feel like it's not often used unless you're a wizard, but it certainly has its uses.
So the question is, does Titan have any more creatures in his book? Because he has 30 mana. I suppose at this point in time, an elemental wand with force hammer on it would just be nice.
Yeah, I mean, Mystery does have 9 damage on him, so if he had a way to deal with all that armor...
And there's the Nullify.
On the strike. Alright. Nullify being revealed to counter what?
A decoy. Okay.
Well done. So the decoy... actually, does the decoy generate...
It does not gain 2 mana.
You need to know that. Not that it matters with his 30 mana. It's discarded, not destroyed.
Yep. Yeah, it doesn't make a difference in the match, but it doesn't make a difference in the match because everyone has so much mana. But it's important to know that decoy, when you are countered, in the case of a nullify, you don't actually resolve the spell, so you have no chance to reveal it and destroy it. It's instead just discarded as if it never happened.
Mm-hmm. It's coming back to it. I don't know. Yeah, if he can like in 2 actions try to take out that armor, by dissolving Chitin armor and then acid balling, that may give him 1 or 2 solid turns of just pure aggression against the wizard. That may help him turn this around. But as far as actions go, he's really behind. But he has played, in my opinion, he's played very correctly in trying to deal with conjurations and creatures on the field.
It looks like some people are saying, hey, what about Psylocke? What if he had some of those? The Psylocke is a really fun book. The reason why people hate it, though, is because it's psychic attack. And so things like zombies and devouring jelly, no damage from them. But the critical damage is fun.
Yeah, critical damage is fun, but it doesn't do anything against the creatures you
want
to up against.
And a reverse attack going down against a Gorgon Archer. Oh, man.
That's good.
He's going to get 1 week on that Gorgon. And it's going to take 2 damage, but he's going to regenerate it most likely. Very fun, very nice move. Loving it. But the Psylocke is fun against things that are not immune to psychic attacks. It's just expensive, is the next problem. Because psychic creatures tend to be very fun and niche kind of characters, but they tend to die very easily. That's my observations anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. I think too the fact that their attack is a ranged attack, granted 0/0, but it's a range attack, means that you can't buff its attack easily except for Hawkeye. Nothing else really gives it that bonus.
Mm-hmm.
I guess except for like Mark for Death.
Mark for Death. It's a range attack, right? So Hawkeye can work.
Yeah, Hawkeye and Mark for Death. That's about it. That'll work on it.
Which, I mean, if you're having 4 critical, that's actually really good. It's just getting there.
Exactly.
I guess you could run like 4 or 5 of them, and then like Mark for Death, and be like, "All right, go," you know.
Yeah, actually that would be pretty effective. Running 4 of those guys, Mark for Death, and just kind of swarming. Saying they don't just get, I don't know, burned out of the sky before they can do anything.
Which most likely is going to happen. It's yeah, having a thought spore that isn't enchanted to protect it is basically death in my experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, Gator Toughness gives it 1 armor and 2 life. So it gives it, it pulls up to 1 armor and 9 to life total. And what I like about that is that usually you use a fireball to just like, or something like that, a level 2 attack spell to kill a thought spore. But if it survives that one, which the Gator Toughness does allow it to, usually it takes another attack spell of some sort to kill it then. Which letting them use those actions and those attack spells on one creature, I find very useful, especially if you get at least another spell off from that thought spore. And the dissolve going down on the dancing scimitar, good choice. That gets rid of that defense, so the devouring jelly is now more open. And let's see how Titan's going to respond. Force push on his jelly. Okay, there it goes.
Gets him out of the zone,
Mhm.
so he's no longer hindered. He's probably going to run up. Or just actually, I guess it would be safer just to move 1 space up. That puts him out of range of everything, except for the wizard. Oh no, is he going to move him up 1 square?
That's what he wants to do.
Yeah, looks like that's what's going on here.
You could force push uncontainable, right?
What's that?
You could force push uncontainable things, right?
Yes.
Yep.
So since he's pushing him up, that leads me to believe he's going to run straight at the wizard.
He might just be trying to kill him.
I'm going to be honest. If I were a Force Master in this situation, I probably would have given up by now, but that's only because of my style. Force Master is extremely aggressive and burns out, and then it's done. But L Titan's plays as a Force Master, I'm very impressed with how he's holding out like this. And oh my,
Oh, barely misses that. Doesn't.
dang.
But rolls nothing and a weak on the MasterMystery rolls. So it's just 0 damage and 1 weak.
Oh, not 0 damage. Reveals a rust.
Oh, yep, there it goes. Okay, cool.
So he is going to deal some
Sorry.
damage. The
I read
weak
that
is
wrong.
probably more detrimental than anything.
Yes,
We've already seen L Titan
that weak
attack a few
is
times.
brutal to deal with. Absolutely.
So going back to it, I mean, ultimately, yeah, I'm very impressed with this Force Master play.
Let's see if we see a teleport here from Master. Teleport or a force push would be really nice. Because basically he has 6 mana on that Wizard's Tower, and that Ballista ready to shoot. so he could just get off a bunch of attack spells here.
Yeah.
And
I'm wondering what that card there is on a Gorgon Archer. Could it be a charm, or maybe could be a charm or a mind control?
Mind control would be interesting. And it's actually really interesting to compare this Force Master to Henry's Force Master that we saw in the last game, because one of them
completely different.
Oh, Seeking Dispel, no.
Oh, he planned for it.
Oh no! Oh jeez, that is so brutal. And man, that's one of those things where like you always have to fear Seeking Dispel, especially against the wizard, and it catches everyone. Just getting like your enchantment just completely ruined, and the thing is, Titan's probably kicking himself now because he could have revealed it.
Yep, right before creature action.
Yep. This is some arena match, but yeah, I mean the big differences, of course, between Henry's Force Master and Titan's is we're seeing a lot more creatures come out of Titan, and while in Henry's we saw a lot more control and trying to keep you where you are and then manipulating you from there.
I'm actually pretty sad I missed that match because I was particularly interested in watching that one, not because Sharkbait was involved, because I don't like that guy at all. But I really like Henry Ketchup's Force Master a lot, and I think with a lot of fine tuning, it could be competitive. Like, I honestly wholeheartedly believe that.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think the way that he used to, or it runs it, I guess in general, is just really useful. Okay, looks like he's going to attack the Wizard's Tower with his Invisible Stalker. Digging that play. He's going to deal 3 damage. All right. I mean, if that Stalker kills that tower, that's really nice for him. Like, this game isn't completely over. We could still see something come out to take care of this Gorgon, and we could see Purify just get rid of all these weaks at once.
Absolutely. He's going to make a risky play on the Ballista versus the Invisible Stalker.
And it's incorporeal. You have to roll all 1s, right?
So, yep. All 2s.
No damage.
Or 2 critical
no
2s.
damage.
Normally is devastating. Instead, it does nothing.
Oh, man.
Harsh.
I love incorporeal.
Could you imagine a creature that has like some armor and ethereal somehow, and so the only way to hurt it would be
oh my god, that would be so mean. That would be so mean to do.
It's a good thing it states that you can't gain armor if you're
So he's going to take 2 more damage. That is going to kill him. From the Wizard's Tower. A Hurl Rock killing an incorporeal Stalker.
Looks like the Force Master is on her own.
Can't even mind control a friend. Can't even mind control a friend.
I just wanted a friend. I've had to deal with talking to brains floating brains.
Floating brains. They obsess about one topic. Because you bind one spell through. That's the joke.
We have a little bit of a question from Helligen, saying that he couldn't attack with a Conjuration because it has to be before or after creature action.
The Jelly hadn't taken his action yet.
There it is. All right.
Because the Jelly moved 1 right. Yeah, so if that Jelly wasn't around, it would still do it, which I think El Titan forgot the Jelly wasn't around. Sadly.
That would make sense. So there's your answer. I have no idea how to pronounce your name. I'm going to call you Hale.
Hale had an awesome match this morning. had an awesome match this morning.
Did he?
Brutal
I
match.
missed so many good ones. Did he?
Brutal
I
match.
missed so many good ones.
I can't wait to watch that match. I actually didn't see it because it was at 3 a.m. here, but man, I read the report and I can't wait to watch it. Looks like he's gonna take care of that regrowth belt. Hi, Yafix. What's up? You're amongst the
What's up, man?
legends. Sharkbait's a legend now. When did this
Hey.
happen?
You're that Sharkbait?
Oh yeah, I don't think I told you this, but oh, a charm goes down against the Gorgon. Really cool. Okay.
Understandable. If you can't have a friend, you might as well just have a
Make them
neutral non-enemy.
make them have a crush on you. That's what charm is. They don't want to talk to you because they're afraid of you because they have a crush on you.
Gorgon Archer gonna attack the Mana Flower. If it can't attack the Force Master, might as well attack something. For 1 damage.
Ooh. Regenerate
No,
2. I can see the only way that Ten's going to pull this off right now is either he has a lot of curses and he's going to be able to direct damage him to death, or he has an elemental wand out and he manages to just focus on on ranged attack spells to deal out the necessary things. Are we going to say teleport?
I guess, yeah. Alright, so the wizard's gonna run in and also zap the flower. He's basically at this point dealing with some conjuration spell at the same time, trying to pin the Force Master down.
Yeah. Yeah, which if you look in the available cards, looks like Titan has 23 cards left in his hand, and Mystery has 37 cards left in his hands. That could come down to something around there before the punching match begins.
The punching match.
And there goes that flower. Speaking of punching, he punched a flower to death. Which, I don't know if you realize this, but the Mana Flower is zone exclusive, so he punched a giant flower to death.
It just... we did talk about how big that flower would have to be.
Looks like we're going to have an Arcane Zap go against the Force Master, and the Force Master's going to roll defense. Man, that Arcane Zap is apparently the most predictable thing, because every time the Force Master's like, deflect, I got this.
Maybe that's the downside to playing Wizard now, is that if you're playing a Force Master, you always know they're going to Arcane Zap, and thus you always dodge it.
What a great...
Right? That's
what a
how
great
it works,
weakness.
right?
What a great weakness.
States in the Wizard's card, if the Force Master dodges this ability, it automatically succeeds.
Oh, man. That would ruin the Force Master. Yeah, the defense is not Force Spell. But the Force Pull is. And that's why it's good.
The Force Pull is, yep.
Actually, I'm looking at the chat right now and they talk about legendary people being here. Sharky, there is actually another Sharky that we met. And you guys in the Sharky clan now.
Shark Clan.
Take him out of it? Or am I wrong? The defense, no, for if I read right. Did you always take him out of it? No, he hasn't done it yet.
The
Yep.
Rust is in Necromancer. Necromancer versus Druid. Unless I'm wrong. No.
No.
I'm not.
Rust is in Fortune Fire.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Ah, yes, you're right. You know, that's like the first time I've been wrong on a card. That saddens me. That means I'm starting to get old.
That's what it means.
I've forgotten one thing. I'm old.
Yeah, we should have Sharkbait versus Sharky and see what happens.
A Paradox.
Ooh. And he's going to replace his Chitin armor with Dragon Scale armor. Kind of curious on that.
Alright, if Sharky and Sharkbait face each other, though, they have to play identical builds that somebody else makes for them.
Oh my god, yes. I would love... Oh man. Mystery is okay. So what happened is basically Mystery tried to play something out of the forge. He chose the wrong card, and he didn't want to replace his chitin, so he just like took the turn back. And Titan's not saying anything against it, so I don't have a problem being like, you have to do this because you played it, because I think that's not fun.
Yeah, I mean, the way I look at it is if the other player is being strict on it and it's the tournament, then
Then
it is
okay,
it
yeah,
has to stand.
yeah,
But
exactly.
as long as they're both cool about it, that's fine.
Yeah, exactly. I don't mind it. I'm okay with that. And I don't think it's a dick thing to try to just be like, you did it, sorry, because it kind of makes you just have to think about it more.
Yeah, man, it's tournament level thought. It makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, he's gonna pass. All right.
So Sharkbait, are you trying to say that you are twice the Sharky that the other shark is?
Problem is that I'm both Sharky and Shark. He was only one.
Avatar has come out.
Shark. Honestly, I think we need. Oh, so Gavatar comes out. And he's going in for the thrust, which has piercing 2. Effectively bring him down to 2 armor.
He does have 2 weak tokens though.
Rolling 2 dice. No damage is going to come from that. That is so unfortunate.
Oh man, kind of a bust of a move. That's sad.
Sharkbait, I think we should have a match between you and Sharky to determine who deserves the nickname Sharky.
Ooh. Hey, do you feel like we should go train the other guy?
Yes, we should. We should
Like,
train the other guy.
Hey, we're gonna make you like, you know what? No. Let's have Nick train the other guy.
Nick will train the other guy, yes.
Yeah, so Nick will train him, and then he'll beat Shark Bait, and then Shark Bait will just disappear.
And it looks like he's gonna do 3 damage to that mana flower. You gotta do something with those that ballista, I guess. If both
Arcane duels. Sorry, that made me laugh.
If both sharks are put into a tornado, who would do more damage? I think we should have the audio from the movie Sharknado in the background while they have their duel. It'll be great. And a Gargoyle Sentry comes out for the wizard. Man, those extra creatures are just going to start stacking up against him.
Oh yeah. This is actually the kind of position that a lot of Force Masters will find themselves in. And unfortunately, he doesn't have a lot of defense to back it up. But I remember in the very first tournament, or not the very first, but the first tournament that was where you could bring your own spellbook. And I was running a Force Master. At one point, I was surrounded by like literally 5 medium-sized creatures, and I felt completely comfortable.
Just like, I can deal with all these guys. It's fine.
Yeah.
What do you have? Like Force Orb, Force Field, your Deflect, maybe Dancing Scimitar, all that stuff, and you're just like, meh.
All stuff.
Maybe 2 armor.
I would occasionally like Charm or Mind Control one just to like kind of alleviate some tension.
I think that's how the Force Master is really meant to be played, honestly. But I think as expansions come out, you start seeing things like Surging Wave get more popular and stuff. Like, you start really seeing it change a lot. And in this solo meta, it's really hard for the Force Master to still work.
Absolutely. I mean, they're as you said, certain cards like Surging Wave are just like a direct counter to everything the Force Master is about.
Yeah. Yeah, and the best way I can see of dealing with that is just Force Field.
Yeah.
Titan is really done.
Really done.
He's done.
Really done.
Please hurry. Titan is getting a little bit impatient, I think. Of course, I mean, Mystery's looking at 36 cards while Titan has 20, so it's like one of those, like, there's a lot less options.
Oh man, no joke.
Okay. So the enchantment goes down on the Force Master. Titan probably trying to buff himself. Maybe it's a Bear Strength or something like that. Yeah, it's a Bear Strength. All right. And he's just going to try to hit the Wizard. Not seeing Voltaic Shield come out. Interesting choice for a mystery. He might be forgetting it. I don't know. Whatever.
Is he going for the double strike? If he does, it's going to be 4 dice and then 2.
Woo woo.
Oh no, attacking him with Thrust. Alright. So it's going to be 4 dice, piercing 2.
2 critical. There it is.
Alright. Bear Strength paid off.
Boot check, will there be a match after this one? Right now, we don't have any scheduled matches for the rest of the day, unless someone contacts me. But we might be streaming after. I don't know, Shark and I might play some Intangible. You're welcome. Also, of course. I don't know how busy you are today. If you want to play some Mage Wars.
Yeah, I'll probably take a little break after this and then jump on in an hour or 2.
That makes sense. I should probably actually make lunch sometime, but...
Yeah, you should probably eat.
I've been streaming for, let's see, this is almost a 2-hour game, and the last game was, I think, 2 hours as well. Or 2.5 hours. Maybe it was longer. I don't know.
Alright, Gargoyle Sentry swinging into the Force Master.
I hope that helps, Puchek. I'll try to keep posting times up for when tournaments are. Yeah, I think the Gargoyle just needs to... I honestly think that what needs to happen now is just as much damage as possible. Needs to go on the Force Master.
Mastery Mystery reveals a decoy.
Haha! Probably because every time he's been attacking, he's been getting that prompt, and he's like, ah, just go away.
This is just annoying me. The automation is a little weird when, like, I'll attack and then it asks me if I want to reveal my own Brace Yourself.
Ooh. Shark, calling you out, Intangible.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man. And we see another Gargoyle Sentry come out. This is just speaking I want to kill you, and I'm just going to try to deal as much damage as possible with creatures. Does not get the dodge, and it's going to take 4 more damage with that 2 armor. 6 damage total off of 1 Arcane Zap. I think he's done that before. That's pretty impressive. I'm dead, man. And falls over. Alright. And that concludes this match between Titan and MasterMystery. And I hope you guys really enjoyed that match. Let me see if I can pull up our standings here right now. Nope, you know what?
Well, I just want to point out, good game, guys. That was awesome. El Titan, that was, as a Force Master, I'm really happy with how you fought back. And there was like 2 points where it looked like you could have actually swung the advantage in your favor.
Alright, so right now it looks like Sharkbait is going to go on to the next round, and then we still have Arxodux and Ariane to play. They're going to be playing next Saturday, next week. And Mystery just won, so we still have Grit versus Agrax, which they have not actually committed to a time yet, so we'll be waiting on that. In the European bracket, it looks like Kijin has won over Chaos. That was a great game. Hale won this morning against July. And Charmana beat Jack Smack, so we have a Hanma versus Dre fan game going on tonight. So that's what the schedule right now for Thunderdome. Thanks for checking out these games. This game will be up on our YouTube as soon as we can process it through, which should be today or tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Intangible, you want to lead us out?
What's that?
You want to lead us out?
Yeah, probably. Just real quick, John Chief, yes, we will post these to YouTube, so you can watch them.
All right.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well, if you guys want to know when we are streaming or when we post our videos, feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel because we're streaming all the time and we're always posting videos, and it's a blast.
So are we gonna be jumping back on later? Probably.
Yeah, you know what? We'll play some amateur matches. Shark, Intangible, maybe Puddinhead will join us. Want to just say in 45 minutes?
Are you calling us all amateurs?
Well, bye, guys.
Yeah. See you guys later.
No, seriously though. 45 minutes? Sound good?
Yeah, sounds about good.
Okay, cool.
Let's do it.
Thank you guys again.
Adios.